Driven Voice, a program designed to promote youth talent in Zambia and of course the world at large. I'm your host Martha, and in the studio I'm with my guest Miriam Phiri, also known as Tilede Phiri of Tilede Fashion House. She will introduce herself.
Thank you so much for having me here. My name is Miriam Phiri, and I was born and raised in Kitu. I did my primary school at Antioch School, then my secondary at Chinoma Secondary School. Yes, and then in grade 11 I went to a boarding school. We have a boarding school in Sydney because we shifted like that time. Yeah.
Well, you're known to be a fashion designer or tailor, should I say. Well, how do you describe yourself?
Well, I don't really know how to describe myself, but then other people say I'm a tailor and others say I'm a designer, so I'm okay with it.
Okay. So do you think your background, where you come from, has an impact on what you're doing now and who you are today?
I think it has, because like I have seen my mom grow in her business. My mom is a tailor, by the way. She's a fashion designer.
So she's the one who motivated you?
Yes, she is. But then I only learned how to do designing and tailoring because mom used to refuse them to do short things for me. So I was like, why not learn like these things for myself? Yeah.
So when you talk about that, you're saying it's better at times to just do things on your own instead of depending on other people, maybe depending on other people to do things that you want to be done.
Yes, I mean, why not if you can, if you have the potential?
So the whole motivation just came from your mom. No one else. Don't you have any maybe fashion designer outside, say, in Zambia or Africa or maybe the world?
Peter My Life.
Oh.
Peter My Life has been my inspiration from day one.
Yeah. Yes. So where did Tilede Fashion House come from? Well, it's a beautiful name, but I love it.
Thank you. I'm actually Tilede, that's my name.
That's a beautiful name.
Yeah. So I was like, why not give my company, my small company, my name? Yeah.
Oh.
So that's where the name came from.
You mentioned that you're pursuing a degree in journalism and communication at the second university. Well, how do you manage your school and work?
Well, at first I used to face challenges and everything, but then like I have learned how to manage the two. Yeah, I make sure my school is not affected, at the same time my business shouldn't be affected.
Well, you might say that, but there are some people that have gotten to see, like they got that talent or maybe music or maybe they're running a business, but for them to just manage school and work and business is kind of hard that at the end of the day they become biased to one thing. So how do you take that thing? How do you really manage the how?
To be honest, I can't lie, it's a lot of work. It takes work, it takes the support from family and also friends and lecturers also. So you just have to learn yourself. Yeah, you have to know how to divide time. Just make sure that you balance out everything. Nothing should be affected. If you want to do both business and school at the same time, make sure you know how to divide time. It's really hard. It was hard for me in the beginning, but then now like I have learned how to manage everything. Yeah, it's still not easy for me, but then like God is there and I have the support from family also.
Talking about support, how has the support been with your family, friends, of course, people around you? How has the support been?
So the time I came here, even before I started doing, because when I started doing tailoring and everything, after I had this conversation with my friends, yeah, I told them I make my own clothes and everything, and then they were like, why not bring the machine here since you said your mom has more than enough machine at home. So why not bring one of them here so that she can start up the business and everything. But then I was like, okay, I listened to them. And then I talked to mom about it, but then she was like, business because mom knows me. I love money.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? So mom was like, you shouldn't go with the machine here because you want to pay attention to school and everything. So I talked to her, and then she was like, if you bring a C key, any C in any of the courses you're doing, I'll get back the machine. So I talked to mom about everything. So that's how she saved a machine on a bus. Yeah. So mom has been my number one support from day one.
Thank you, mom.
From day one. So she gave me her machine. So yeah.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Well, those challenges that you, as me, as a fashion designer, has gotten to experience?
People wanting the discounts every day. So like, you know, I'm not the only one like doing a business there at the business center where I'm working from.
Yeah.
So there are other tailors there, but then like people would come to me saying, no, I want a dress made by you, but then like I just have 100 just because they're used like, you know, doing their things from other designers there. So I'd be like, my work is good. If you don't have the
Very good, and you guys have checked them out. She's made dresses for me and outfits. They're amazing actually. You should, you know, just
come.
talk to her.
Yeah, come. So yeah, I'll be like, no, but I give discounts to some people, but not to everyone, you know, according to the
That's
labor and
really
everything.
bad for business actually.
Yes.
Well, people or youth out there tend to have a challenge in describing who they really are or what talent is within them. A lot of them out there. I used to have that challenge, by the way, but right now I know I'm a writer, by the way, you guys. And so how would you describe that to them? Like how would you tell them, and just how to maybe describe their talent or maybe define their talent, and for them to just get there who they are? Like how did you do it for them maybe to have that?
Well, I think I've already mentioned this, but then like I used to see my mom do the work and everything. So like I just used to see the smile she would put on people's faces after doing the work and everything. So like, you know, I in the beginning, yeah, I get that for me, but then like the time I decided to put that as the business and everything, I was like, so when my dad died in 2020, Mom was looking for something to keep me busy because like I was getting affected by everything. Yes. So she was like, why not find you maybe something to keep you busy, to keep your mind off that, you understand? So she was like, you should learn how to, you know, design and everything. Otherwise, it wasn't my plan to start with. I've always wanted to be a journalist, but then like she was like, you can find something else to do, you know, because I had a lot of talent.
Yeah, I know. And it's interesting. I'll always root for you.
Yes, I can braid hair. I sell a lot of things, you guys. So yeah,
go girl.
Yes. So she was like, find something to keep you busy, just to keep your mind off that. So I was like, I want to learn how to, you know, how to design and everything. So she sat me down and started teaching me everything from, you know, from Genesis. But the only thing she taught me, let me not forget that, was how to make a sheet. And then I have been learning everything like from internet, from YouTube.
So YouTube is really, really helpful.
It is. It's been mom and YouTube.
It's a good thing. Okay, I'm about to end, but I've got one last question for you. Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Where do you see the fashion house in the next 10 years?
It's going to be a very big company. I have so many dreams about my fashion house. It's going to be big. I can't even describe it, but then like it's going to be huge, it's going to be massive. I want to learn how to make wedding dresses. You know, my business right now is just, it's nothing. It's not something big because, you know, I'm handling a lot of things at once. But then the moment I leave this place, yes, the moment I just leave this place, my business is just going to be big.
Yes. And we're rooting for you, of course. And well, thank you so much, Miriam, for being on our first episode of Driven Voice. And of course, this is where we end our show. Well, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to join us on another episode of Driven Voice. From me and my crew, it's goodbye.